up, everybody? Thank y'all. Sorry, I was running a little bit late, and it looks like this is not pulled all the way over. Hope y'all are doing okay. I had to push it off for just a few minutes. I'm sorry. I hope that was not inconvenient for anybody. Anyway, let's see who's in here. Lisa Kindheart, Debbie 1220, Vagiver, good to see you. Jenny Starr, Hair Curlers and Crime, Jill Gallinati. Oh, thank you so much. Let's see who else is in here. Florence White, Kels Marie. Let's see. Sweet and Sassy, Millie RN, Lisa B, Judy Johnson. It's good to see everybody. Allie wanted me to tell everybody hello. She's not feeling well. I just now got my voice back. We were going to go live yesterday, but didn't happen. My voice was not all the way back. You can still hear it. My voice is pretty in and out. So bear with me. Anybody, let's see. I don't want to miss anybody. That would make me feel bad too if I was in here saying hello. Miss Delta Lady, Bonnie Bailey, Lean on Me, how are you? Lisa Kindheart, I think I already said hello to you. New Orleans Lady, Nico Jap Cat, BB Diamond, Angie's Life, Patty Ponytail. Man, thank y'all. Mama Bear 2, Debbie D, Charisse Prophet, Mimi Jean. Man, thank y'all so much. There's a lot of you guys in here tonight. I don't know how to say that. Comrade Mom. Thank you. My 3 girls. Jaded. Man, thank y'all so much. So tonight what we're going to be doing is who said what? Oh, you fixed it? That's awesome. I'm glad you fixed your car finally. Mine, on the other hand, both have went to crap. But, I've just not had time to get out there and really work on it, but I'm going to. Tragedy Pimps Exposed. Hey, Small Fries. Oh, hey, Allie. Allison. What? Listen to this one. Allison's right back there, so she's gonna hear y'all. She's not, like I said, she's not feeling good. Small Fries said I had to break my 6-year-old granddaughter's heart and tell her you're married. She has a crush on you. Oh. Well, tell her that she can be. Let's see. How would I put that, Allie? I don't know.
What are you trying to say?
Well, tell her that Kim said hello. Mimi Jean. Anyway, guys, so we're going to go over the Wisconsin connections. These are reasons why we believed what we believed and thought that there was a possibility behind that photograph, because people were like, oh, you already knew that wasn't Summer, and you already knew this. If I already knew that, why would I bring it public, then say that it wasn't her within 2 days? It makes no sense. It's just haters and trolls, and that's okay. Let them be that way. But we're going to show you why. Let's see who says. Somebody said to you, Allie, something about why are you sick? Hold on, I was trying to see where that was. Hey, Prissy Penny Pincher. Okay, yeah, and if people didn't, catch what we said on that one live, we were able to confirm that they did know CPS. Well, not that they knew. I don't know that you would know that CPS is coming, but that CPS was involved early on. I didn't know that, but do what? Before Summer went missing. That's right. We had never been able to get any information on that. The Wells wouldn't talk to us about it, so we didn't know. So, but we were able to find out from close source that that was true. Let me clean my glasses off here. Let's see. Somebody said something and I can't find it. Oh, thank you, Mama Bear, too. We appreciate that. All right, let me get caught up on these comments. I'm very, very behind. Yeah, if you guys don't care before we get started on this, y'all hit that thumbs up for us. That's the only thing we ask. Hit that thumbs up or don't. Put your touch DNA on that like button. Should have trademarked that, by the way, as this guy's the one that came up with that. Believe it or not, you'll see it on other channels, but CPS is also involved in Summer's case. Well, that's what we're saying. That's that before Summer went missing, they were involved, and we found that out 100%. I just, I didn't want to say anything without knowing for sure. We've tried very hard to not give up on Summer's case. There's been a lot of creators who have, quit covering her and quit talking about her case and moved on to other cases. I understand that those other cases are important. Quentin Simon, such a sad thing. They found his body and, they arrested his mother and, they 100% knew that the mother was involved in this. We're trying to, we don't know. There's been very, very, very little evidence or, any info at all into what happened to Summer or who's involved, or there's just nothing. And it's, it's very hard to speculate when there's nothing. That we found out about the footprints. We took that very seriously, very, very early on. We knew it would be important. Leilani is going to have to, face the court system, and hopefully justice will be served. And same thing for Summer's case. Whoever is responsible for it needs to be brought to the courts, and, justice needs to be brought down upon them. And that's why we're trying to look into everything and not, just throw it by the wayside. Now, we know that there's a lot of things that are, not favorable towards the Wells. Oh, thank you, buddy. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. And happy Thanksgiving to every single one of you guys in there that are in here. Sorry, here comes my ADHD. I'm gonna help me out. What was I saying right before that?
I'm not the person.
Oh, I was gonna say, well, Candace and them. Yeah, there's not a lot of favorable things on their side, and Candace, Grandma, and Don's side. But that might be, a fact that there's not a lot of good things. That help them out when people look into it. But still, that being the case, there's also a lot of things that didn't make sense with other people. So we went and looked into everything. We've been able to find out lots of stuff by looking into the things that nobody else was looking into. But, and I'm proud of that. But, this is okay. Mary, Mena, it says maybe the Wells thought hiding her from CPS was what was best and never thought it would get so big. That could be. But this is what we're going to go into. We're going to look into the Wisconsin stuff. We know that, Summer, Candace, Grandma, and two of the brothers were in Wisconsin in 2020. The same time that Dawn was in Utah with the oldest of their children, the oldest boy of their children. So let me get this all uploaded so I have it. Yeah, exactly. And I'm going to show you that. Now, there's going to be some stuff that is closely connected that I show you between people that are, uh, very close to Rose Bly's disappearance family around Rose Bly, and uh, the people that Candace and Grandma went and visited in 2020. So just sit back, get ready. I'm gonna pull up this stuff, and I think that you will really, really. Hey, Sarah Lee, I'm glad to see you here. You did. You weren't lying. You said you were going to give us a chance, and you did. Sorry, I've not been on here in a couple of days, so I'm not. I got to get back into the swing of things too. The last time we were on, you saw me and Allie laughed a lot. We had a very fun live stream the other night. It was hilarious. Dazed and Confused did a very good little breakdown of that live, and the funny parts of it. I thought it was good. LOL, what fast wind tonight. Oh, thank you. Yeah, exactly. Flower S, that's exactly. There has, we pray that she's alive too. And, it's a strong possibility that she still could, she still is alive. Maybe that she is being moved around. Maybe that, that's the reason why, Candace and Dawn said she'd never be found or whatever, from the get go. Or, I have a strong opinion to think that, and people might not agree with this, but I think that Don, I don't really think Don knows too much about it. Now he might, but from everything that I've gathered from everything, I think that if he does know anything yet, he was probably told after the fact. But I still don't. I don't think so. Candace and them tried to throw him under the bus very early on, and I always wondered why that was. Well, this might show you a little reason why it might change your opinion on everything. So just let me get this. That's what I was doing. I was trying to make a presentation so it'd be easy to follow along with, instead of me just like trying to pull pictures up and everything. That's why we were a little late getting started. Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, I think Grandis and Candace know for sure. I don't think Dawn knows, but I do think that Candace and them might know something. We know that Candace, especially with us, we've told y'all from the beginning, anytime we asked anything about, June 15th to Candace, she shut down, from the get-go. She even quit talking to us, blocked us. This is when we were first on the property. September the 4th was the first day we ever been on the Wells property, and we're able to shoot the trails and stuff. Allie asked her a simple question, and she just completely, shut down, wouldn't speak about it. She won't answer any questions about that day. That's just strange to me. I don't understand. I don't understand. If I was, I am a parent, so I'm going to say it this way. If I was in their situation and I was asked any question by anybody that's trying to help, I would tell them anything that I knew or could be helpful. I would tell them things that probably weren't helpful. Just, any and everything that I knew or could think of that was, shady behavior by certain individuals, anything that I could think of, I would be just annoying with to the law enforcement. They would be like, please quit calling, sir. We're doing everything I can, or that we can. And you just keep calling. I mean, I don't understand that. I don't know why you would lock down when you're asked any question at all. So I said, why would Rose be in hiding and leave her children? She seems the most normal of them all. Candace knows what happened to them both. See, I agree with you too with that. I don't know. I don't think Rose would be in hiding. I don't think so. Yeah, yeah. I actually brought this up the other day. Other people witnessed this too. So after Dawn got out, that's very true. They were burning stuff out there. They had a big fire. Heard they were even burning some of Summer's stuff. Um, but you know, I think Candace had where she had been gone and left the house with no power or anything that that if they had mice or rats or whatever up there, they'd shoot through drywall. That food had went bad, and it was just a wreck when she was calling people trying to get them to help clean the house before Don got out. And then when he got out, they had a big fire when he got home. I don't know the let's see. Hey Don K. Hey Bama Forever. Didn't see you guys. Like I said, let me get my presentation pulled up here. Bear with me 1 second. Okay. I don't feel Rose has anything to do with it. I unfortunately think something bad happened to her. Well, she had fallen off a horse some days beforehand and hurt her head. The only reason that I'm saying that is because you don't know if you know who Dave Politis is. He covered, he did a little thing right at the beginning when Summer went missing about Rose and Summer. He said he never covers open investigations, but he says a lot of the things that he does in Missing 411 applied to, or a lot of things about Summer's case and Rose's case showed the same characteristics or the same things he looks for Missing 411 cases had a lot of similarities. And one of those was, falling off or having a hit to the head before they went missing. There's a lot of weird stuff. Anyway, Chris Larson, who is Rose Bla's husband, filed for divorce. When was it? How long? Allison. She's asleep. Hey.
What?
When did he file for divorce from Rose Bly? How long? After?
3 weeks after.
3 weeks after she went missing. He filed for divorce, and then what was the other thing?
He also filed for custody of the kids.
Filed for custody of the kids, and what? No, there was. It's not just custody. What else?
Like he filed for primary custody of the kids.
Yeah, where she would have no rights to them. 3 weeks. That's a little suspect. I don't know. That's very strange. So I'm gonna pull this up. I blurred out faces and everything so that there's no innocent people or children pictured in these pictures. One thing I'd like to say is the picture that we did bring out, there was a green stripe across that child's face. The only thing you could see was an eye and what we point out, a freckle and a dimple. That did not show that child's face whatsoever or who that child was, and we were very careful to blur out anything. We didn't speak of whose Facebook account it came from or anything. I was just trying to get to the bottom of it, and we were able to. Now, another thing, before I start showing this stuff, the father of said child in the picture, I ended up emailing him a couple of days back. Yeah, divorce and full custody 3 weeks after your wife go missing, red flags. Exactly. So the guy, now this is weird. I will say this. The names of the people who emailed us saying they were the father and mother of child did not match up to the names of the parents that we found other places. So I don't know what that means. Maybe they had a just to protect themselves. Maybe they had a different email name. I don't know. But I asked him a question after, he said, we're not mad at y'all. Yeah, I showed those emails. Y'all saw that on that one video I posted. But I asked him, I said, we know that you had met Summer and Candace and Grandma and them when they came in 2020. The Candace or Grandma, or did they say anything weird or act weird or anything at that time? Anything that would make you, anything that thinking back on was there anything weird that might lead to you thinking something about Summer's disappearance? He said, all that I know is that it was Grandma, Candace, two of the boys, and Summer, and the husband or a boyfriend. Well, we know that it wasn't Dawn Wells that was up there. Oh, who are you talking about? Who related? Are they related or just friends of the family? Okay, so I'm going to go over that. Just bear with me. But we know that Dawn Wells was in Utah at the same time that they were in Wisconsin. So there's no way that Dawn was up there. So who's this man that was up there in Wisconsin? He also said they stayed in the camper the whole time. So what I got right here, this little presentation I got right here, is we're going to look at a lot of things, okay? That girl's father knows Grandis and Candace. Yes, Mama Bear too. This is this is the strange thing, because these pictures, okay, those pictures was the picture with the green stripe across the face that we found out to not be Summer. This is why we believe that it could be Summer, okay? And I'm going to show you why we got to that. And Ray Bird, you're going to see I got all that in this little presentation right here. So, okay, this is a picture of Candace and them in Wisconsin. Now, I just wanted to show this because the woman in question is Dawn Soretto. That's this lady over here sitting at the table in the chair, this adult lady. That is Dawn Soretto. She is a friend of the family. I thought that they were related, but they're not. This is just a friend of their family. Dawn and son stay in motorhome at his dad's house. Well, that's not necessarily 100%. Now they stayed between Sharon. They stayed between that camper at his dad's house and the sister's house, Sonia's. They stayed at her house as well, because when Dawn would go to work during the day, she said she would help the oldest child, the oldest boy, with his schoolwork, his virtual schoolwork. So, that's a whole nother thing. I talked about that in a past live. But let me go over this real quick. So this is Summer on the back of this four-wheeler. This is in Wisconsin. That's Dawn Soretto. Now I'm going to go over one. This was July 19th, 2020. And this was posted by Candace Bly. Now, they had a camper up there. And I was wondering, because we look back and, from everything I could tell, is Grandma's camper's been at 110 Ben Hill for quite a while. And I don't care to bring this out because this is very, very relevant to what we're talking about. And her Facebook was her Facebook profile is she has since taken everything down. There's a lot of weird things that have happened since about a week ago with a lot of different people's profiles. They've taken a lot of stuff down, people that weren't even brought into question or anything. So be just be mindful of that. A lot of people went into just hiding things, and yes, we looked into them, but they didn't know that we were looking into them yet. And that's what was strange. A lot of people, and I mean a lot of different people, started, taking stuff off their Facebook and everything. And it's a lot of people that were related to this. Do I think things are still possible to what we were looking into? I do. I really do. I think there's still a lot of possibility in some things. Hey, Miss Kitty. Yeah, see, Miss Kitty, you understand where we were going with that, and why we thought that picture really could have been Summer. Yeah, Allie's back there. She's about actually about 2 feet behind me, asleep behind the green screen. Let's see here. Yeah, she's somewhere. She's right there. Yeah. Let's, hey, Mr. Positive. Okay. Hey, Trudy, thanks for joining us. Okay, so there's that. That's from July 19, 2020, okay? Let me hide that comment. Yeah, they're not related. Okay, I'm going to go over to the next. Yeah, it's true. I'm going to go back real quick. Some of the pictures of photos of Summer do look like two different girls. They do. All right, so I hope y'all can see that well. Now, what's strange to me is Candace had to been going to Wisconsin quite a bit, okay? And the reason I'm saying that is you're going to see a picture here coming up of Summer when her hair, we've seen her where she had like kind of undercut and her hair was dyed kind of blue on the sides, or on the tips it was either green or blue. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, and when I tell you why Don Soretto, okay, so y'all remember Chris Marcos? He is an RSO that is related to what does it say at Cam? You said the mole or freckle was missing, and I've never had a mole. What do you mean the mole or freckle was missing? Oh, in the picture. So yeah, I even thought that maybe. Okay, so we saw that picture, and we've compared other pictures of Summer where there was a freckle. Now we've looked into other pictures of that same girl, and where the picture we were sent without the green stripe, we weren't able to see a freckle or anything in any other picture of that child. So I don't know what the deal is. I don't understand. I don't know if there was. I don't know. I'm not even going to speculate. I'm not even going to go there. But y'all catch my drift. Okay. So what was I talking about right before that? This is a lot, guys. This is a lot. Moles and freckles can disappear, yes. But if you have a freckle on your chin, especially as one that was kind of as prevalent as the one Summer has right there, I don't think that disappears. Okay, now we're not saying it disappeared from Summer. We're saying that, in any of the other pictures, that dimple and that freckle we couldn't see it anywhere else. Y'all look into it. If y'all know where we found everything, and you know which pictures we're talking about of which child, you can go see if y'all can find it. I'm not going to say anything publicly as to who the child is or where you can go to look for. I'm not going to say anything. It's not my place. But if you already know, yeah. So y'all remember Chris Marcos? He's an RSO that is related to Candace. He was only up on the Wells property in 110 Ben Hill. I think it was in 2013 or 14. Anyway, so he has a brother, I believe it is, Josh Marcos. That was living on the same property as Don Soretto here. That was another reason that we really thought that was interesting. Now let me move forward here. All right. The lower picture is a picture of Grandma's camper at 110 Ben Hill Road. Okay. Follow me. Roswell baby so Summer was 3 in 2020. Does she have a twin or a sister her age? Candace got rid of to that family. I don't know. I don't think so. But this is why I asked the question. Do you think that she could be moved to be hitting a step ahead? There's a reason why the federal authorities went to Wisconsin and looked into that same picture. And even, you heard the father's email. They went to the school and everything and made sure to verify the child. Now, that was good to know that the federal authorities were actually looking into certain things. We know that Summer's picture, though, is not up on the FBI's disappearance or missing children's page. I don't know why that is. Fizzle, aka Penny, True Crime Commentary, if y'all ain't familiar, she had called many months back and asked why that picture wasn't, why Summer's picture wasn't up on their missing children page, and they couldn't get a straight answer. Okay, let me get this cleared off here, this comment. So the lower picture is a picture of the top of Grandma's camper up on 110 Ben Hill. The above, hold on guys, one second. Sorry about that. Had to go lay a child back down. Got up and I think had a bad dream. Anyway, so the lower picture is the Grandma's camper on 110 Ben Hill. The top is the camper that they were staying at on Don Soretto's property in Wisconsin. There's quite a lot of similar things here, but campers that size, I don't know if they're made the same, if they're different make and models, if they look the same on the top or not. I'm just showing this just to show that everything I've been able to find is that the camper was on the property in 110 Ben Hill back in 2020. Did they pull it there? Grandma, Don Soretto obviously has a camper. If not, Don Soretto has a camper on her property very similar to the one that Grandma stays in on 110 Ben Hill. Look, this is what we're talking about. Now, if obviously Grandma and Candace are very close to these people in Wisconsin, and if they have anything to do with it, Summer's disappearance, speaking if Grandma and Candace have anything to do with Summer's disappearance, they have a lot of back and forth, a lot of communication with this group of people in Wisconsin. Let's see here. And this is all from Google Earth. All right, let me go over here. Let's go to the next one. Okay, now the date says July 15th, 2020. That is most definitely not the same hair. I didn't think so, at least. As in that photo right there. All right, let's go to the bigger one. Does her hair look to be blue in that photo right there? I want to get y'all's opinion. Put a 1 in the chat right now if you think her hair is the same. I don't think so. But, this is Facebook. I mean, I think tagged the date and everything. So I don't know. I'll try to zoom in. I can pull the other picture up. If you think that is the same hair color, and so I don't know it could be, but I don't think it is. As this right here. So this is July 15th, 2020. Maybe dyed it while they were there. But we also know that pictures that we have of Summer while she was in, at church, and pictures that we have of her back in Tennessee, her hair was that color. And I could never get a really accurate age or date of when, that was. So I don't know. I didn't think it looked the same. I'm going to go back. So that's July 15th, 2020. This is July 19th. So actually not. How could her hair be dyed? we're just now putting that together. Her hair would have had to have this blue. This is before the previous picture was taken. So the other ones, let me see. It's blue 3-4 days ahead. No. No, I don't think so. Truth Seeker, thank you for becoming a member. Probably washout stuff. I don't know. That we've seen multiple pictures of her hair colored. I'll have to see if I can find them in here, but there's a lot. I don't know. It's a possibility. I don't know. I've tried to figure out who the woman is in the photo holding her, but I don't know. I was wondering if this is Chris Marcus' girlfriend. I don't know. Amanda L. I'm not 100% on who that is, but this is at Reeve, Wisconsin. Spray on color, Imagine Peace, possible. Flower S says, even with the washout, it won't be that faded that quick. It's true. Very true. Possibly. Chrissy Lou says, we don't know when the dates. Well, yeah, because right here, July 15th, Facebook adds the dates when you upload it. So that's true too. That we don't know when the pictures were taken, but that's when that was definitely uploaded to Facebook. So that's good. Hey, thank you, Teresa Sutton. I wanted to tell you thank you for what you did in that one person's chat the other night. Thank you for taking up for us. That was complete belligerent lies from that person, that creator. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. But thank y'all for you. And there's a couple more that were in there that took up for us. So thank you so much. She says, I remember when I saw the picture on here about a year ago, they said who it was, but I cannot for the life. I don't know if that's the woman that's with Chris Marcus. I don't think so. What did Real Sunflower say? She said you remember hearing it was Candace's cousin. Strong possibility. Now, just because, like us, I'm going to say this. Maybe I'm not going to say that because I don't want to give any hints to any bad people that might be listening, that people might be on to them. But so I'm not going to say anything. But so this family, talking about the Don Soretto family, they stretch pretty far and wide. Okay, let's see. My kids did all that stuff. It never went that quick whenever I wanted it to. And, oh, even when I wanted it to, right? Exactly. That's what I said, BB Diamond. I said that's just the date when it was uploaded to Facebook. So we don't know, when the picture was taken. But it was very close to this thing because we know that Don was in Utah, and it's close to 6 months. So all the stuff that happened with Jose was in October. That's when Don came back from Utah, and then he went to jail for the possession of a firearm by a felon. Summer looks tall there. She does, doesn't she? This is one point that I wanted to bring across to everybody. Summer, I think, was taller than what was reported by law enforcement, and they didn't. They were only able to put out what they were told. I think that she had very long limbs. I think she was quite tall for her age. I have a daughter that's the same age as Summer, and she's tall for her age, and she's I thought it was funny. I got blocked also. That's true. If y'all are on a mobile device, you can pinch your screen and you can zoom in on it. Are you leaving this up? Yes, Frankie. Everything we have will be left up. Everything we've ever done is in our video section. I don't dirty delete nothing. There was a lot of creators that took down a lot of their stuff. I'm not one of them. I have nothing to hide. Everything that we've ever done is. There was, I don't even stuff that's not. What's the word I'm looking for? That is favorable to me, I've left up. So, because that's what you're supposed to do. If you're going to be transparent and you're going to be 100, you've got to leave everything that you've ever done involving any case up there. And I'm doing that. You can find it in our video section. So yeah, this will be left up. Let me think here. So what am I missing here? Hold on 1 second, guys. Did Bama Forever gift some let me see here. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Did you gift some memberships again? Oh, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We appreciate that. What do you mean, whose feet hunted coyotes? I don't think this is accurate over here. What I'm looking at. Give me 1 second, guys, before we move forward. Hold on, guys. Hey, my phone's going off. Can I have it? It's right here. Oh my gosh. Wow. Bama Forever gifted 20 new memberships to people out there. Thank y'all. Thank you, Bama Forever. And all you new members out there that got the membership. Yeah, y'all thank her. That's amazing. Thank you so much for doing that. Wow, that's crazy. I knew that. I saw y'all talking about it. Do I think they'll get the boys back? I know because I don't think they've made any efforts to. Now, and that's can't be blamed on anything because this, she didn't go down there to see them during Christmas of last year of 2021, and I think that was the uh, last remaining like chance she had to really show what if she was going to make an effort for them boys. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I can only uh, I can only tell you my opinion. Do you think what Candace said to Ernie Shell about the KKK is any truth? What did Candace say to him about that? Do I have to be on a computer to send memberships? It's not an option while on the app. I really don't know, Raybird. I haven't ever been able to see it on our channel. I know that I have it. Bama Forever. How did you do that? Do you have to be on a computer, or or can you do it from a phone to gift memberships? Everybody, yeah. That woke Allie. Jelly Bean said, yep. She feels so bad. I mean, y'all say a prayer for her. Yeah, I don't think that. Yeah, Bamford, she's awesome. She's really been an awesome part of this channel, and I really appreciate her. Thank you, My Wrench 777. Before we move on, I'm trying to get caught up with everything everybody's saying. I feel like Sally Fields is part of the movie, Still Magnolia and Cry. I want to know why people won't speak for Summer. Please, I'm begging if you're watching. True, Miss Kitty. I wish somebody would step up and tell the truth about what happened. If anything, if anybody's ever seen anything or remembers seeing something and you're not sure, come forward, talk about it. I know that there's a lot of factors if in the Beach Creek area about families and family ties, and people are scared to speak out about things because of retaliation from people. It's terrible. Bama first, she says she was on a computer. That's how she gifted them. Okay, cool. Thank you. See, that is only way charges will come. Truth Seeker, I've only seen live twice, but they're really nice, man. Thank you. Thank you, Truth Seeker. Okay, so moving on to the next thing. Yeah, everybody said they definitely think this person is Candace's family. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth Lander. We appreciate that. No, this is not Sonia Don's sister. This is this is in Wisconsin. Don's sister lives in Utah. So I don't think so. And she would be quite a bit older, I would believe. All right. So let me clear this off and we'll go on to the next thing. Yeah. Okay. Proverbs 23:5. She did. She led a lot of, so Candace, which amazes me, out of the things that I've, was able to call out that were discrepancies and things she said to us and on public platforms, speaking of Candace now, I was able to find discrepancies in a few things she said, but on a big picture, I don't know how getting as tanked and drunk as she does, or any of them, her or Dawn, that if you know Candace, I can see her being somebody who is tight-lipped, and she's probably somebody who can maybe convince herself of certain things. Now, Don, I don't know. He tells on himself about a lot of stuff. That's what makes me think that he doesn't know anything, because he will straight tell on himself about stuff before you even ask him. It doesn't make sense. Hold on a second. Hey, hey, hey. Hold on, guys. 1 second. And she's asleep, and where she's so congested, and having a hard time breathing. I was telling her. But I don't understand how you know Don. I think if he knew anything by now, he would have blurted it out back when he was drinking and getting on lives and stuff. Now, Candace, that's the reason she stayed off camera for so long, and we would only hear her cuss or screaming at people from back in the distance. Now, then when she started going live and she started her own channel and she came up on people's lives and things like that, even when she said that, what was it? She changed her timeline from whatever it was to like 4:30. I think it was on, as bad as I don't want to say this channel's name, on Prairie Gardens at one time when she changed. I think that was out of being drunk. I don't know. It's a possibility. I don't know. It's strange. Did I see Patricia's question? No, Connie Adams, I didn't. I'll go back and look. Let me see. I know Candace and Grandis are not on speaking terms, but haven't heard anything about the FBI having her camper. I haven't heard anything about that either. Thank you, Kaz. Appreciate that. Let me find Patricia. Am I just looking? I'm trying to find it. Where is it? If you'll ask it again, I will try to answer. Patricia, if you ask your question again, I'll try to catch it. I couldn't find it. Is the bus still up there? I don't know. I haven't been up there. To my knowledge, it's still up there, but it could have been moved by at this point in time. Now, the thing about that bus is Candace said she went to Wisconsin and drove that bus back because that's the bus she rode when she was little. Thank you, Sparker, so much. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate it. And yeah, so I don't know. Did somebody say the bus had been moved? And where was Patricia's question? I wish we hope we can prove that too. I just hope we can find her one way or another. Just find some truth to it. Before I move over to the next picture, I wanted to make sure I'm answering every question. Yeah, I do remember that too. Candace was she could be influenced, and I thought even Jody Sue had we'd heard that Jody Sue, remember, she said that Candace asked her to change her timeline or events. I don't believe that now that Candace would ask her that. I think if anything, that Jody Sue would try to influence Candace to changing her timeline. Rebel wrench runner, what's wrong? No, your wrench didn't leave. Hold on. You don't have your wrench anymore? Hold on a second. I'll fix that. Sorry, guys. Gonna try to stay on top of everything here. Dude, this is running so far behind. It's killing me. Hold on, guys. I'll give it to you back. I don't know why this is going so slow over here. I can't see it. You have to see the whole video of him saying that EquiSearch won't ever find her out there. She'd been abducted. It was clipped to be something it wasn't. Huh. Where was that at? Okay, Patricia Emmons Price, what did you say now? Did you ask your question again? Someone else ask him, please, they said. If you'll ask me again, I'll... yeah, Grandma's camper has been moved. It's not on the Wells property anymore. Reluctant Healer. The bus is Candace and Grandma. Candace drove it back from Wisconsin because Candace rode it when she was was in school and was a child. That's what they told me. Now I don't know who is it physically, who owns it. I don't. Okay, I found your question, Patricia. Cam, do you remember the video when Summer told her mom he hurt me? Could that be why they would send her away? I don't know. It's a possibility. Maybe they were scared that she would say something. I don't know. If CPS had been involved with that family, with Candace and Dawn and the boys and Summer for quite a while, wouldn't they have picked up on these things earlier on? You would think so. I don't know 100% how much they were there. You would think this was probably not the first time that they were called, but maybe not. Okay. No, it's the other screen over here that I said was running slow. In my studio, I can see what I'm seeing here. I'm using StreamYard right here, and I'm looking at it to control it. But on my other screen over here, I have Studio where I can see the live and the live chat over here. I will give you your wrench back right here in a minute, Rebel Ridge Runner. Okay. Do you think that Don Wells will sell that property? I got this asked the question quite a while back. I don't think he will. If he can, he might sell it and get out of Tennessee and go back to Utah. We know that he wanted Candace to move to Utah back in October of 2020, or during the time that he was gone to Utah, and she didn't want to have any part of that. And it was, I don't know what the reason behind that was, but she wanted to stay in Tennessee. So I don't know. Why did Grandma make the choice to leave and move? I don't know. We know that her camper was pulled out of there. I'm trying to think of the date when she actually got it out of there. It wasn't very long back. Anyone remember? Redacted Static says, anyone remember Candace saying to Dawn, can we just tell them? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to get back on track with what I'm going to show y'all. Teresa Jones says, Chasing Truth once knew the woman in that photo's name. Now, okay, so Rose Meyer was the woman that came into town. I don't think that's I don't think that's Rose Meyer right there. But it's a possibility, but Chasing might know. She probably does know. I'll see. I'll get to the bottom of it. I'll try to let y'all know who that is for sure. Let's go to the next picture. Okay, this is just back and forth from you can see in the green circle picture there. You're welcome, Angel. Candace Harris says this, which is Grandma. Great picture. Love you both. Thank you. I'm just trying to show you that they make, they stay in close contact with one another. Yeah, it's not Rose Meyer for sure. Yeah, that's not who it is for sure. I know that. I was just saying if that's who you were talking about, it's not her, I don't think. Yeah, we know it's definitely not Rose Meyer. I know. Lori Rogers said, could it be Donwell's sister? No, because that picture's in Wisconsin up there, and she lives in Utah. But like I said at the beginning of this, if y'all didn't catch that, the guy that emailed us and said to be the father of the child that was in the picture, he said that there was a boyfriend or husband, and we know it's not the husband because he was in Utah. So who's the guy that Candace had with him or with her while they were on this trip? That's to be determined. I'm going to see if I can find out the truth of that. What question do I have pinned? Oh, that's the Q&A up there. The question, do you think that Candace could, or do you think Summer could be alive and being moved? That was for y'all. That's not, I don't have that pin. That was a live Q&A. That was for you guys. Yeah, I don't know. I think that it's a strong possibility. We don't know. Trying to find Rebel Ridge Runner right here so I can give her a freaking wrench back. Man, it's like my chat over there is going so slow. It's making me angry. All right, to the next one. Now this is where, oh, you're good. Kels Murray, you're okay. You're good. All right, so to the next picture. All right. This is Joshua C. Marco. This is a guy that has ties to Don Sferra's property, said to be staying on there. On Don Sferra's property. This was another strange thing that we found. This is hard for me to bring this to you guys, so I hope that I'm making sense by all. Thank you. Thank you, Lori Rogers. I hope this is making sense. I'm really trying my hardest to make this be clear and bring it to you guys to where it makes sense. So he has, his address linked back to the same as Don Cerrito's. Now we know that Chris Marco is the RSO that's related to Candace. Am I coming through blurry for anybody else, or is everything good? Thank you, guys. Yeah. So she says, Cam, is there any way you can verify law did go out? So we can only go by what people. So the father of the child picture said that the FBI did come and look into his child to verify that it wasn't Summer and went to her school and other things. Now that's what he said. I don't think there's any way we can verify unless multiple people will tell us that, yeah, this has been investigated by law enforcement. That's the only thing, the only way I can verify is what he tells me. I don't think you can call FBI and say, "Hey, did you go look into this?" Because when somebody else asked Hawkins County, this is very strange to me. When it was asked of Hawkins County by email, and I do have screenshots of what they said back, but I don't want to take me a minute to pull them up, but what was told was, yes, this has been looked into by law enforcement. Sorry, you've been misinformed if you've been told otherwise. Well, those tips weren't, the tip about the picture and everything was not submitted to Hawkins County. It was submitted to TBI. And unless TBI is sharing those tips with Hawkins County, I don't know how they would know that the feds went and looked into it, because we know from the person who submitted the tip that TBI had called them back and said it wasn't the child within 20 hours of that phone call, short of 20 hours. So there's no way they went out and investigated it in person. I'm talking about TBI, unless federal agents went out that quickly and verified it. Then Hawkins County then sent the person who asked if that tip had been investigated, if they knew for a fact that wasn't Summer in the photo. When they were asked, then Hawkins County sent that person an application for a job, to fill out to work for Hawkins County Sheriff's Office, to be, just a smart ass move. And I thought that was pretty, childish. So your people that are asking about tips and submitting tips, you're going to send them an application. It's just like it's making a mockery of Summer's case. No, no. So Jan Shan said, could the child with the blue hair being held be the child with the green ring and not be Summer? No. So I saw the picture without the green ring on it, and it's not Summer. And it's what's weird is, I don't know, it just didn't look the same. No, so yeah. And she says this child is so leggy for a 4-year-old. That's why I said I think Summer is very tall for her age. The picture, or not the picture, the video of Summer chasing her brothers on the dirt bikes when she's barefoot. She's on the driveway, actually, the gravel, and she's running. She's pretty long-legged there too, I think. Yeah, imagine peace. I don't understand why they would send an application. An ancient gypsy, I'll tell them about my new account after the live. Let's see here. Let's see here. See, people have different opinions. I was just telling mine. I think that Don might not have any idea, or if he does, he was made privy to things after the stupid short in my USB thing. If you hit it wrong, it'll go out. Can y'all hear me good? Let's see here. Well, there was another person tied to Don Cerrito's property. Before we move on, there's another person tied to that property who had been looked at by by immigration, and I don't think he didn't have a foreign name, and I found that person. She's just got some ties to some shady people, things that would be out of the country, something like that. Just very, very strange, very, very strange stuff going on with her. That's why, I mean, I'm telling you, we had a lot of reasons why we were looking into this. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Bama Fair. You're doing too much for us tonight. Done gave out 20 memberships and then gave us. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh, Miss Kitty says, I appreciate you and Allie letting us all have our own thoughts and opinions. No problem. That's what it's about. I mean, we all have different opinions. It doesn't mean that I'm right, that person's right, or that person's right. What matters is that we can all come together and either we agree or disagree on certain things. That's that's the point. We can bounce ideas off people that have different information, bounce information off each one another. What I don't like though is, there were certain people in this investigation, neighbors and stuff, that it was like, well, certain people would talk to certain people involved or neighbors or whatever, and just because they talked to them, then it was wrong for another creator to question that person. That's not right. If I have questions about this, say Andy Bernard, and I don't agree with certain things, or I don't understand why he says this, and don't remember that or remember that, just because he tells one person something doesn't mean that's the gospel. I'm going to question everybody. And that's happened with a lot of things in this investigation. It really has. There's been a lot of people that just because this person talked to them, that doesn't mean that they're free and clear and you can't ask any questions of them. Wow. Hold on one second. I just got a text about something we're talking about. Hold on. Like it's interesting. Yeah, if you don't agree, it says, boy, when you do not agree with that person that we were on the live the other night, if things are not going the way, you get kicked out real quick. Like, that's fact, ain't it? Yeah, I don't like that either. We can't attack one another. Look, we're all going to have difference of opinion. Thank you. I got this. And so so Don Soretto used to work for Airstream. Like, I believe that Airstream's like the campers. The silver ones that are all metal and like a really rounded. I think that's. Yeah, me too, Miss Kitty. I do. I hope the boys are doing well and are receiving therapy. I do too. Okay, let's see here. Okay, Mark Satan's Advocate says whatever it is. Wow, what a name. Satan's Advocate. That's funny. I think I know who that is. Marcos and Marco is not the same name. Right. Chris Marco. Okay, a lot of people put the S. Now let me just add something to this. It's Marco. And if I've said it with the Marcos, I'm sorry. Now there was a Gary Mirkos too that was brought up early on. So people might get those two names confused. But this one and the other one are related 100%. Chris and Josh are related. That's right. Kim D says nobody owes anyone anything but law enforcement. YouTube isn't law enforcement. They're not. And, never tried to be. Never expected anybody to talk to us. But people that have talked to us, we try to verify everything that they've said to us or to someone else. And just to make sure if it's truthful or not to the best of our ability. This chat feels like home. I love it here. We have very good mods that take care of this chat. We really do. I was trying to see if Rebel Ridge Runner had finally showed up over here on this other screen so I can give her wrench back, but she never has. See, this is the thing, though. Like, I just saw a question Wist asked. She said, if Summer was alive somewhere, do you think they would put her in school? I don't think they could. That's the problem with that. If Summer is being hidden somewhere, or she's never going to be able to live a free life because they're always going to have to go under a different alias, always going to have to be moved around. Can't be in public. It's not fair to her. So if she is found, at least if she has to go into state's custody or can be adopted out, that she could live a free life. Yes, I have. Lisa, she said, have you seen the Wells neighbor, Jeremy Pell's video from last week? Now, I don't know how close he lived to them, but I did, the weekly podcast is what she's talking about. It's like DUH weekly podcast. This guy came out months and months and months ago. He had a channel before even Summer went missing. And he has some stuff. He claims that he talked to Candace. His wife had talked to Candace and asked if they needed anything. And Candace commented back to her a 12-pack of Mountain Dew. I don't know. There was a Tucker drywall van on my street today. Wow. I tried to accept the free memberships. Thanks for doing that. Amazing of you. Let's see here. So much. How am I talking about out of both sides? And I never said who's a name to anybody. I didn't attack anybody. That person that I uploaded a video about, I said there's somebody who needs to quit lying about people. I didn't say who it was. So, Brittany, you're sitting there putting out somebody's name to something. I don't know. That's on you. If you want to go, or you're trying to allude to the fact that that's Prayer Garden in that video, I didn't say that. Was Summer autistic? From everything I've gathered by talking to Robin and other people, no. I think she could speak very well and could articulate just fine. Okay, so yeah, I just verified who that is in that picture. This one right here, guys. So this person right here, her name that's April Moody. That's who that is. And this picture is from Candace Bly's Facebook. It was uploaded. This is public information. That's who that is holding Summer. That's April Moody. Has about 20 Facebook accounts. Leave the drama to the drama lives, please and thanks. I won't stop until Cam says hi, Dana. Hi, Dana Carter. All right. Let me see. What about Grandma saying Candace took Summer to Dawn? Yeah, is it even been verified that that was actually Mimi Jean? Is it verified that that's actually Grandma that said that? Because there's been a lot of things that haven't it's been said. This is told to me by this person, or it was said. I don't know if she said that. I think that that would be a way that this is my strong opinion. Okay, so this is my very honest opinion. I think that if anything, if it is true that Candace and Grandma are responsible for anything, that they have tried to frame Don more than one time to point blame on him and wash their hands clean, say, look, we had nothing to do with anything. One way of doing that would to be like, well, if that was Grandma said that, what would be a good way of doing it? Well, she was fine. She was just sick when she was with us. But, Candace took Summer to Dawn, and then Dawn did something. There would be that scenario, I think. So this was said, another channel brought out somebody saying that they were good friends with Grandma, and Grandma told them that. I think that's where that came from. So I don't know. That's just my opinion. All right, I'm going to try to move forward to get through this stuff now. All right. This right here. When is this pic from? So that was July the 19th. The picture with the woman holding Summer, that was July 19th, I believe. Just to make sure. July 15th. So I didn't tell you wrong. It's July 15th of 2020. All right. So this right here. I don't know if it's the same Larsons or not, but Don Lynn Soretto has ties to who? To Carol M. Larson. Is that related to Chris Larson, who is Rose Bly's husband before she went missing? I don't know. Y'all be the judge of that. I just wanted to show that there. Fell asleep, dreamed Cam and Allie was at my house, and when I first woke up, I was answering Cam out loud. That's funny. Yeah, I think so too. So I would say if either one of them are guilty and they decide to come out and tell the truth, they would be in pretty big trouble. I would say you're probably right. All right. Let me see here. Okay, moving on. All right, make sure we got everything. His name's Chris Larson. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry. I got to mute for 1 second. Okay. So, next thing. So, Chris Larson is Rose Blige. Now we go Don Lanceretto has either business associates or relations to the Larsons. Um, there's also ties between. Just remember that there's more than that links her to certain people. Have y'all ever seen this picture before? I just want to see how many people can say if we have seen, or people can say if they've seen this or haven't seen this, because I hadn't seen it till very recently. Now I blurred out the other children's faces, even though we know the other children's faces as they might be siblings, but that is a trap, like a cage that you trap animals in. A lot of y'all say no. A lot of y'all say no. Some of y'all say yes. Wow, that's amazing, Angel in Corvia. Yeah, you can get a shout out. That's amazing. Yeah, prayers for you, and I hope everything goes good for you. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be rough. Take it one day at a time. You'll make it through it. Yeah, let's see here. Yes, discovering the truth. No, never seen this. This bothered me. I don't know. This is I'd never. Now, if this is now, we know this was taken up on what I would think to be uh, Ben Hill, but I'm not sure. As I thought back here in the background, that was the camper and everything, but then where's the driveway? I don't know. I found it odd. But kids play and stuff. Now, is there anything to it? I don't know. It could be nothing. They're just kids playing. And I used to get inside. Those old trunks. My brother, I would get in the trunk, and we put the trunk on a skateboard, and then they would put my brother. Would push me down the road. I couldn't see anything, and just wherever I went and ended is where I ended up. So people, just because they're in there doesn't mean anything. I just wanted to add that in there because I hadn't seen it before. Yeah, that's what I thought too. That's a big trap. Yeah, and what's weird is Candace had, how we found Don Cerrito's profile before we move any farther is, are they holding rabbits? Now, that's a good question. Right here in the child's lap that's at the very back of this cage with the camo tank top on, I don't know, is that a rabbit in his lap? Possibly. Are they in the rabbit cage? Possibly. I don't know. I don't. That's a good thing. Good. Hey, that's a good eye. I never saw that before. So could be just a rabbit cage. I was told it was a trapping cage. So who knows? You might be right. It does look like rabbits. Let's see here. See what I got next. Okay. Before we end with all that information. Okay. I couldn't tell if this is silver or white because in the shade, it would portray, it would look to be a different color. On the top of it, it looks white. Now, if y'all remember back when Fred Hill, just to loosen things up a little, Cam, why did the dinosaur cross the road? Donna Carter, why? Why did he cross the road? Real sunflowers that looks like ducks. I don't know. Yes, Jelly Bean. Yes. I don't know the color of this, but that is an HHR. Now, if you remember, my mind right now, Fred Hill saying during his interview with Ziggy, oh, okay. Hold on. I'm going to pull a picture up that just got sent. Hold on 1 second. Give me just a second. Anyway, so if you remember Fred Hill's interview with Ziggy, he talks about, seeing a white HHR parked with 3 guys standing outside of it. This is Chris McDonough talking to somebody in an HHR. But if you remember Fred Hill saying there was a white HHR parked across the road from where Simpson, I guess it's called where Simpson Loop started, the second entrance to Simpson Loop. That's right across from where Simpson Road would come out if it wasn't blocked and gated. Simpson Road being when you go down Ben Hill Road and it forks. Now Ben Hill is a dead end road. You can't get out. So he said there was 3 guys sitting next to a white HHR that he saw. I saw this picture and I about freaked out. I was like, we hear all the time that people that are close to a missing case, they might put their self, in the forefront and go to see what's happening involving that child, what law enforcement or what people are doing or what media is doing. Well, this guy's wearing an orange shirt, but we know that everybody that was working with EquiSearch, they were wearing green shirts, like neon yellow or bright green shirts. What does an HHR mean? It's a Chevy HHR. That's what kind of vehicle this is in this picture. Okay, I can't tell if this is silver or white. From the top of it, it looks white, and from down here, it looks white. So, who said that I did contact you, but no one ever contacted me back? It's what... Yeah. So this, if say Chris McDonough, we know at this point in time, this is down at the horse pond. This is where this was taken at. You can tell by his clothing. This is what he was wearing when he did the interview with Candace down at the horse pond near the water. Now this was at that same time. That's when this picture was taken, everybody. So I was trying to zoom in on this picture of, I zoomed in on this picture to see if I could see who the person was in this mirror right here. And all I can see is a white goatee or a white beard. So but I couldn't see the face. Oh man, I don't have a case on my phone. I don't want to break it. Shoo, that would suck. So I don't know. I don't know if this means anything or what. If somebody could reach out to Chris McDonough and ask him who this person was, if anybody has any way of contacting him, he won't speak to me. But if somebody can reach out to him and ask him, if he remembers speaking to that guy and who that person was or who they told him, who they said their name was, because if they were guilty of anything, I'm sure they wouldn't give their real name. But I don't know. It's just strange. But so we know that we were told that EquiSearch was out there at the horse pond at the same time. because I took this into account. And the reason I said EquiSearch was wearing the green, like bright green shirts, is because that's what we were told. And you can hear, there's references to that. So this guy's wearing orange. And it looks to be a long sleeve orange shirt. I don't know. And I don't know who took this picture, to be honest with you. Obviously, it came from somebody's profile. It has 23 comments on it. It was sent to me through email. And maybe his wife did. Maybe this came from, I don't know. Yeah, that's true. Discovering truth, same. Yeah, looks old with gray beard and glasses. So, and this is crazy. If that, so could the person who, it could be nothing. It could be a whole different white HHR. Could be nothing. I'm just bringing it to you and show you make your own determination. I just thought this was quite strange. Was the person in the HHR part of the search team? No, because like I told you, they were wearing all bright green shirts, like the neon green or neon yellow shirts. EquiSearch was that day. Wonder what workers around there wear orange. I don't know. This is down at the Horse Pond parking area. Dana Carter, what are you trying to ask? Because they didn't have chickens back then. Oh, okay. That's pretty good. Is that why the dinosaur crossed the road? Thank you. Cam JLR talked with who? I got this. So Fred Hill said he saw the white HHR parked that day and 3 guys standing outside of it. So maybe I can send this to Ziggy and she can send it to him, and maybe we can get answers if that guy in the reflection looks familiar, if he saw a guy with a white goatee or not. But maybe, do tree trimmers wear orange? Yes, tree trimmers do wear orange. Yeah, could be wearing an Orange Falls t-shirt too. Could be a Tennessee. Now, that's another thing. That's a very good point that Real Sunflower brought up. Now, we got to remember that this is Tennessee and where they're at. And everybody wears Tennessee Volunteers, what's it called? Jerseys, t-shirts, whatever. There's a word in general for it, but I can't think of it. But, I don't know. Everyone around here wears orange. That's the truth. Another search team, perhaps. What clothing did Hawkins County? Are you talking about Churchill Rescue Squad? I don't know. See, I thought it was great too, but then I saw the top of it when it's in the shade. This is reflecting white, and I thought I was going to bring it out and just let y'all see. Y'all make your determination. Not a PT Cruiser. This is that's an HHR 100%. Maybe now. I don't know. That's what all HHRs look like from the side. Now, PT Cruisers are a little different. Not me, roll tide, baby. Ava said. Now you could be. Now we'll do some. We can do some comparisons. Yeah, why would tree trimmers be at the pond? They wouldn't be. You wouldn't think. And the tree trimmers. See, there's a lot of questions with that too. I think they were dismissed too quickly, too early on. We know that a guy left home early that was working on their crew, and that the tree trimmers were still out there after Summer went missing, and search crews came out there. True, I will. I'm in a neighboring county. The same tree companies were here working. I saw them every morning gathering at the church beside my house. They wore reflective vests and random T-shirts. Yeah, they were the reflective where they were like orange vests and or the green vests, because there's multiple different kinds. Proverbs 23:5 says looks white on a big screen, not a PT. I have a question. Was Andy a painter? If not, do we know anybody in this case that was? Well, Don was a, drywall finisher. I'm sure that he knows a lot of painters that come in and, that's when he gets done doing what he does for a living, painters come in right behind him to finish it up. So I don't know. Let's see here. Wiz says it is silver to me. His shirt is white. Yeah, but you got to know if they're in the shade right there. His shirt's going to stand on a car paint where it's glossy. That's the one right. It's possible. Let me see what else I got here before we're done. I think that's all for that one. Now, okay. So before I move on, I was going to bring something up for everybody to see real quick. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that should possibly hand it over to people. That's why we were looking into Don Serrata, and Miss Kitty, you said you had all them pictures. There's a lot more reasons why we had looked into that person and that picture and all that. I can't get into it, like I said, I don't want to tip off anything or anybody as reason. But there was a lot of people that had questions as why we even brought the picture up to begin with. Well, right there was quite a few reasons why. I could keep going, but again, I don't want to. If this is a possibility and there is something to this, what we're talking about, you don't want to tip off anybody or let them know and then you don't want to do that. So we're trying to say if we're steps behind and she is being moved around, then that's why. She said, no, trust me, I've been digging myself. Well, then you know where we're going, and you've probably dug, and you know everything that we have moving forward. That family has ties all over the place, not just in that state. Jelly Bean, thank you for being here. Are you leaving us? Happy Thanksgiving to you, and you have a good night. Tracy McDaniel says exactly Wiz. What did Wiz say? People are saying it's gray, but look, guys, y'all got to understand in the shade what color do white cars look that are glossy in the shade? They look gray. If you take a picture of them, they look gray. So the top of it looked white in the sun. I'm just saying, you be the judge of it. I just showed it to you. That's right. Look, and I don't know if people have went there. I don't know if it'll help. I'm afraid, just like everything else we've took to authorities in Tennessee and to higher ups in Tennessee, it gets dismissed, or they don't want to look into it. They don't want, it's like you just get ignored. I can't stand that. Bama Forever, thank you again for the memberships and everything. Let me see. Do I need it to be white? I don't need it to be white. But if it is white, then there's an issue because, like I said, Fred Hill said he saw a white HHR. Somebody emailed me this and said, I don't know. What do you think? And I said, the best I can do is put it picture out there and ask questions. I said, it could possibly be white or silver. So I don't know. Thank you, guys. I hope, if anything, if there is something to that, maybe that I can send this picture over to Ziggy and she can ask Fred Hill and see what he has to say. Fred Hill, a lot of people questioned his integrity and if he was telling the truth and some of the things he said in his interview. And look, a lot of the stuff he said was verifiable, and a lot of the stuff he said came out to be true. There was a lot of high emotions that ran with certain things he said about certain neighbors, Andy and Jody Sue and those things, and saying that, because Fred said he saw Andy early that day around 4:00. And if that's true, then that would be a problem. But then they said, got people said they called and verified that Andy was at work. I don't know. There is a pet crematory that does pickups in HHR for real. It's true. Miss Owen, Fred Hill said a lot of truths. He did. Yeah, and Wes, that's what I said earlier. I said if anybody can reach out to him and knows how to get in touch with Chris McDonough, ask him who the person was he talked to and what color that was. Maybe he can bring some answers to that. I mean, I can try. I've tried to reach out to Chris McDonough before, and he won't return anything. I've tried to talk to him quite a few times. Anyway, guys, I hope y'all got something out of this. I actually made some pretty good time for what I thought was going to take quite a while. No, that Gemma, the woman that's holding her is April Moody. I was able to verify that's who that is. April Moody is who's holding Summer in front of the corn. You can actually go and find pictures. Now, did I upload? There was one picture I was going to show you that I said I was going to show you and I forgot about. Let me send this to what in the world? It's making me agree to the new iCloud terms and conditions. Hold on one second. Okay. All right. Now let me send this to my email. Okay. I'm going to show you a few things actually real quick. Let me just send this to my email real quick. And wow. Okay. This is another reason. Now I'm going to show you these things real quick. Let me ask if I all right. So there's a Debbie Larson Kruger, who also had the green. Now, Debbie Larson Kruger used to be her profile picture. It was now it's cutting out this, but that's that same green ring that was around it. Now, Debbie Larson Kruger is related to that was another reason. And then what I wanted to show you was that same woman that's holding Summer in that picture. There's a picture of her and Grandis together. Hold on one second, guys, and let me send that to my email that I'll show y'all. Okay, so let me pull this up. All right. All right. So that's that same woman there that's was holding Summer in front of the corn when her hair's dyed, and this was taken July 14th, 2020. So it might be why her Summer's hair was dyed. You can tell that this woman's hair is dyed too. So there's that. Just wanted to, and then y'all know who this is. That's Grandma. So Grandma, and that's April Moody. Now, if there's ties to this, there is. If there isn't, there isn't. My other, now I'm going to, and that's posted by Candace Bly. There's the date. Now, my other theory is that I'm going to continue to still look into, that a lot of people have said, no, there's nothing there, blah, blah, that, is I still find it very odd as to why Andrew and all of them came down here, and then conveniently the house they were going to rent was not available, and whatever, they went back the same day. Jose stayed. Were those two different attempts on taking Summer? I don't know. Could it be? Possibly. I don't know. But I still find it very odd. There's just a lot of things that don't make sense. We know that U-Haul doesn't rent vans. So they didn't come down here in a van like Andrew said. They come down here in a U-Haul. Then he says it was a Penske truck. Andrew's changed his story so many times. I still find it very, very, very odd. There's a lot of things that do not make sense. April Moody is somebody from Wisconsin that's tied to them somehow, friend or something. Y'all guys do your research. Y'all can go off some of the things I've showed you tonight. Do some sleuthing. See what you can find out. Everybody working together is how we get to the truth. Imagine Peace, thank you so much for that. Thank you for the super sticker. We appreciate you so much. Could it have been the tree cutters? Like I said earlier, I don't know if you were in here. I think that they got dismissed too quickly, too early. No, I don't think they thought they were going to buy Don and Candace's, because I asked for the address. If y'all remember that live, if y'all have been following us for a while, if y'all remember that live we did where Andrew came up on my panel, and I asked him, he told me he couldn't tell me the address because it was, he wasn't allowed to, because of the something to do with the investigation. I said, what does you coming down and looking at a house in 2020 have to do with the investigation? You're not allowed to talk about, oh, I can't because of my son, he said. It was just a bunch of lies. Yeah, Andrew is not trusting at all, and yeah, I agree. Yeah, Hiltz can never explain that. It doesn't make sense. And look, some people disagree, but I have proof of it. I found a white, a Jose Ramon, rest in peace. I know that he's passed away at this point in time, but out of New York, same area that Jose was from in New York, owning a white HHR. No, I'm sorry, an HHR. I couldn't find a color on it, but there's been too many coincidences in this whole case. There's coincidence after coincidence after coincidence, and I don't believe in them. But I mean, there's just so many with this. Everywhere you look, all fits. Nothing can be discounted because everything could be a possibility. Everything fits. Everything. Yeah, he says, Jack says 5 minutes. You gave 3 names that seems fit. Yeah, exactly. It's just too much. It's one thing after another. Anyway, Smiley, I was talking about how they sent you an application, Hawkins County, just ridiculous. But if you just came in, we're getting ready to end right now. Check this live out. I think you'll find it interesting. Well, Discovering Truth says, I agree. People think Jose is still alive. Well, I know that Chasing verified that he had passed away somehow. I don't know. Cam, I do have a question. What am I hearing about this Clyda Trent? Who is she, and could she have some? Okay, Clyda Trent is who owned the property, or who the property went to before it went to Don. Clyda Trent is very close to Don's mom. She lives in Utah now. She owns a lot of property. So Mary Sexton, Don's mom, and Clyda Trent all lived together, back in the day in Churchill. And Clyda, it had been said that Clyda had to come get the boys before when they were taken. So any truth to that, I don't know. She did an interview with a channel. I think you can find it on Nana's Angels. Could Clyda Trent have Summer? I don't know. I mean, anything's possible. I mean, Clyda Trent, Carly Trent, y'all put that together. Carly Trent was the other little girl that went missing back in 2016 that was found on Donnie Lawson's land. They said, I could never find verifiable proof if he's related to Ronnie Lawson, but people say he is, that he's a cousin. I thought it was a brother. The Trents are related to Lawson. It's every connection, everything works. I told you guys. It's insane. There is an obituary. Is it Carly Trent's grandma? I don't know, but I know that she is related to her. All right, guys. That's all I got for you tonight. Thank y'all for joining. I'm going to continue to try to upload stuff. We're going to be looking into some more stuff I got. I'm going to try to show you some stuff from the New York stuff. And there's another cold case that I want to get into. Allie's sick and I need her help with this. Name's Alicia Laws out of Greenville, South Carolina. It's actually somebody I know that's one of my friends. It was his daughter that she was shot and killed in Greenville, South Carolina. I wanted to go over that tonight, but I'll do it on the next live. That way I'm more prepared. Guys, I thank y'all for being here. I know it's late. Y'all been awesome. Y'all have a happy Thanksgiving. I'm not going to go live tomorrow because it's Thanksgiving, but we'll be back after that. Thank y'all so much. Allie needs y'all's prayers. She feels really bad. And just pray that she gets better and the whole family get through this sickness. Let's pray and we'll get out of here. Dear Lord, thank you for what you do. Lord, we ask that no matter which roads we go down, that we can find either if it's leading somewhere, if it's not, let us get truth for Summer's case. That's something that's helpful. Let law enforcement be open to tips, no matter where it comes from. But because it could be valuable. It could be the tip that blows this case wide open. Lord, thank you for bringing justice to Quentin Simon. Lord, let him just be in heaven with you right now, Lord. It's a terrible thing when a child is taken off this earth and not able to live a full life. God, we ask right now that you just be with each and every one of our families through Thanksgiving. Protect us as we travel on the road for this holiday. Lord, let us always keep our children close, as there are people out there that mean to cause harm and just evil people, Lord. We rebuke Satan from around our children, around our family and loved ones, Lord. We ask these things in your mighty name. Amen. That's all I got for you guys. Remember, at the end of the day, everybody wants justice, but justice doesn't have to be carried out with hate. Till next time, keep on cracking. God bless. We'll see you. And we're out. Maybe.